this woman is just walking at a straight pace right towards the APC, then makes eye contact with Captain Silva, who's coming down, I guess would be some stairs outside the establishment, sees you, and then directs her attention directly towards you with purpose in her expression and in her gait as she starts moving directly towards you.
I take my pulse rifle and just place it in front of me, just kind of like a show of force, just sling it in front of me, and I just have my hand sitting right there, right on the trigger. Well, not on the trigger, but ready to go. And I just have my other hand sitting up top, just as if to say, I see you. Mm-hmm. I know you're coming this way. I'm basically just saying I'm ready.
Okay, sure. There is a raise of an eyebrow you can see as she's coming closer to you, and you can see she sort of has like the kind of more of an Asian descent to her as she approaches you, and her eyebrow kind of lifts up a little bit. She walks over to you, just straight. It does. Her gait doesn't change. Even your change of your posture doesn't seem to change her gait, but a suspicious look does come on her face as she walks closely to you. Captain Silva! Captain Silva.
And you are?
Oh, you can call me Miss Eckford.
What can I do for you, Miss Eckford?
Well, actually, quite a bit, to be honest. You see, I have some intel that personally I believe we could be mutually beneficial to one another. See, I'm under the impression that you've been tasked with some orders to find some suspicious characters who may have fled the fort recently. Am I right, Captain?
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh, come on.
But tell
Captain.
Me what you have.
Come on, Captain. Believe me. Hey, listen. I'm Wayland Yutani. We know everything.
Tell me what you got, and maybe I can help you out.
Well, I do know that these AWOLs do have some very important biotechnology evidence.
Go on.
That they are carrying with them, and I would like to make sure that these individuals are captured and maintained alive.
At this time, I'll drop one of my hands, whichever one is near my pistol. Mm-hmm. So if it's on my right hip, I'll just drop my right hand, just keeping it near the pistol and just kind of resting it on my hip, but not aggressively. Like resting it on there saying, I'm scared of you, but just nearby because she's close enough that I know I'm not going to be able to use the rifle if anything were to happen. And then I'll say, that's right, because our orders were to locate, confirm their identities and the identities of anyone else who might have touched the intel. Deadly force can be used. So I'll say, and what's in it for us if we get you this information, this evidence that you speak of? Or, yeah.
That's a great question, Captain. Let me ask you a question. What would it take?
You're supposed to be telling me that we already have our mission. We already know what we're going to be doing. If you're going to come over here and proposition me, you better be ready to go.
Well, what would it do for you? Would you like money? Would you like prestige? Do you want off this rock? What is it that you really want, Captain Silva?
I want to know where those Marines are, and if you have information, you're going to tell me.
Well, that's something that we're going to have to work on together. Because I want to find them just as bad as you do. The thing is, I don't want your happy little Marines to get trigger happy.
Listen, we'll do whatever we have to do, but if the safety of my Marines comes into jeopardy, I'm not afraid to do what's needed to make sure that my men make it back.
Can I gently nod the turret at this lady, like pointed at this lady?
Yes. All of a sudden, the APC that makes this noise goes zzz, zzz, from behind you. And, at this point, you can see her kind of just. She does like a quick glance over to the APC. It's like one of those quick look at the APC, then back at you, right in your eyes, Captain. And then you both hear something behind you, and you see these two individuals walking out of the bar and start just like milling down the street. And Gunnery Sergeant Mason and Zim are like following them like 10 feet behind as you guys turn around and just almost like interrupted by this occurrence. And then she looks back at you and she's like, well, I'm hoping that whenever the time comes, you'll see it our way. Trust me, it'd be beneficial for you greatly, Captain. And she just starts to turn around and just walks back the way she came and just starts walking straight.
So before she gets out of earshot, I just scoff and just go suits, and then just turn around.
Yes.
And I look at Z and Mason and looking at what they're doing.
It looks like they're just following your orders to follow these guys, and they seem to be going like the same direction that this other woman went, but on like the sidewalk of the street. It's just.
I'll get on comms and I'll go, Z, Mason, where are you going?
Stop these two and interrogate them.
Sorry, you broke up there a little bit.
We're going to stop these two and interrogate them.
Yeah, we're getting all robot
Sure.
voice from
Yeah,
you right
can
now,
hear.
bud. I'm not sure what's happening to the microphone, but it's not picking you up. It's just you sound.
I think he said he was
Yeah.
following instructions and tailgating him.
Sergeant Gunnery Mason has turned into the synthetic of the group. And
Yes. Perfect. Sergeant wanted to follow these guys. We're tailing them.
I'm gonna say cancel, belay that order. We have we're going back to the APC. We have a tip. We're gonna load up and we're gonna head out to the marshal's office.
Aye.
At this point,
stops, turns, circles back, tightens up, loosen up the shoulders. We could have had him though. It would have been an easy one. They had it coming too.
Hey, do me a favor. Everybody who's outside, immediately go ahead and make an immediate observation roll. Everybody can do this. Everybody who's outside.
Oh.
Even if you're in the APC, you can make it because you guys got all the monitoring inside as well. Is that one for?
That's me.
Yeah. Oh,
Being very vigilant.
there you go. Ooh, Chapman. Caught this on camera.
Zooms in.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I've got like the close up of the woman and the captain talking.
Yeah, nice. Those of you that did roll a success, notice that after Captain calls you guys from your chase, your following, and you guys make it back to the APC, right on the edge of the edge of the darkness where you guys can barely see down the street, you see those two guys like look at each other, and then like split up and book it through different alleys and just run out of sight.
Ah.
What in the dang heck? They just ran off. All right.
And Z, you totally knew that you guys could have caught them. You just.
Oh yeah. No contest. I was all over it. I had my route plan. I had my belt ready. We're gonna get them, but that's all right. They probably didn't have nothing anyway. We're good.
When follow orders.
Yeah, that's right. Followers. We're good.
Okay. So you guys are gathered back to the APC.
I give everyone orders, so I open the APC door and I tell Iona, get on the wheel and get ready to head to the marshal's office. Everyone, strap in, get ready to roll.
Right away, sir.
All right. So, you guys are back in the APC. We'll go ahead to the map of Ariarchus again. I will get our change our music to something
Oh, okay, I see it.
more wintry, wind blowing. A little creepy. So you guys are back to your APC. I believe the marshal's station is
Downtown.
It's northeast.
northeast of downtown. Oh yeah, there it is.
Got it.
Up about right there. So it's
Okay.
actually in the opposite direction as where all those other individuals were kind of like walking towards your vehicle from as you guys leave the Oblivion Bar. And you guys can cruise up there. Doesn't seem to be any issue moving through town with Sergeant Iona at the wheel. And I'm sorry if you can hear my child screaming in the room next to us.
I had a close encounter of my own just now. Actually,
It happens
Yeah.
every time I try to do something.
Yeah.
All right, so that is considered District East, I believe. Yes, here we go. So as you're kind of cruising through, this seems to be a relatively decent neighborhood as you guys make your way up. Still ghost town, and you can see this rather smaller facility for a marshal station. And you guys pull up with your APC to the front and are just pulling up. What would you guys like to do? Any discussion beforehand or thoughts?
So the information from the that we got was it was 3 people who got in the fight and they were arrested at the marshal station, or were
She didn't really give you a number. She just kind of said they got into a fight and she thought that maybe the marshals were called and somebody was coming, and
Gotcha.
she was just all ticked off that they didn't leave a good tip.
That's right. So I'm going to I turn to everyone, same as last time. Iona, Chaplain, man the APC. Mason, you're with me. Z, stand outside the door and watch for anyone suspicious.
ground patrol, my favorite. Got it, sir.
So at that point, just open the APC door and walk out.
All right. Who is following behind Captain Silva? Gunnery Sergeant Mason was. And Zim going again. It's the same.
Yep.
Same
Staying
kind of
outside the
formation.
door, watching the entrance.
What do you guys want to do with Hammer and Dante?
Hammer, I want with Z, standing watch as well.
Okay. And you guys would also know that these two are considered, like, Hammer carries a smart gun, so a pretty extensive weapon, and Dante actually has basically a bazooka, like a rocket launcher. She's called a breacher. She, like, if you need a door open, she will open it for you.
It's good.
It's
It's the lock pick.
That's the lock pick. Not the quiet lock pick, though. You will announce your presence anywhere you go with that.
So I guess I'll have Dante stand outside the APC, kind of guarding it from the outside.
Okay.
So that way Z and Hammer and Dante can all see each other, because since they're standing kind of like in a triangle.
Okay. Yeah. What about you, Chaplain? Are you going to go back into your position with the kind of the commander station area and?
Yes, because that's where all the comm stuff is, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
So,
And
take care of my
Iona,
comm duties.
what are you
I'll
going
go
to do?
back to the comm station too.
Back to the comm station, kind of take a
Peek at
watchful
what's
eye
going
of
on.
what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take all of you over to a map of the Marshall Station. Now, I'm not sure I put you guys tokens on this map, so you may have to drag a token over from the, and also if Chaplain and Iona, you can drag yours over there as well, so we can position them kind of outside there. And you guys, can you guys all see the map? Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
So the entrance is at the top. There's like a flight of stairs that leads to an entry door.
Yeah.
So that'll give you the idea of how that map is laid out and how it works.
Where am I? I'm sorry. Where am I dragging from?
When you go click on your journal, and when you go to your person's character sheet, if you grab your name, Gunnery Sergeant Mason, and just drag it on, like click and drag it onto the map and then let go, it should put a token there for you.
Thank you.
And here we go. I'll put Hammer out there, and where's Dante at? Here's Dante. We'll put them out there too. There's everybody. All the good stuff. All right. So Captain's going first, up the steps, in through the entry door. Yep, the automatic door seems to open. And ahead of you, you see there is a receptionist sitting at a desk. Seems to be a little bit of a frazzled individual. Her hair is kind of like pulled up and just everywhere. And just stacks of what looks like be like papers and reports and things in front of her. She seems to be like trying to file some away, and she's typing on a computer that's next to her, trying to file some things in there. Seems to be very stressed. And just doesn't even look up as she's kind of doing this. It's, please give me 1 second. 1 second. And just like typing away and looking at a piece of paper and typing away.
I just walk up slow with my rifle in front of me and just walk straight up to the desk and then just stand there and just stare at her, waiting for her to look up and just see me.
You hear her like mumbling under her breath for a little while. She's like, you gotta be kidding me. This is ridiculous. This is like the third one that's come in. Impossible. And then she just keeps, and then stops typing, and then you see her eyes like look up and meet yours. Oh. Can I help you?
Yes. I heard there was a fight last night. Broke out and that someone from the marshal's office was sent to investigate. I'm here to talk to that individual.
Oh, right. 1 moment. She turns around and looks behind her, this large open area that's behind her. It's like, Marshal Hyams! Marshal, what was your name?
Silva. Captain Silva.
Marshal, Captain Silva's here to speak with you. I think they were talking about the incident last night at the Oblivion. And you hear, hold on, I'm on my way. And eventually you guys see what looks to be a 61-year-old gray-haired man walk up, outfitted in his deputy as he's almost like sheriff deputy outfit as he approaches, and he looks, not like in a frazzled mood, but he doesn't look like doesn't look super jovial or happy, but he's just like middle ground as he walks up to you guys. And Captain, how can we help you?
Yes, I heard there was a scuffle at the bar last night. Heard that someone was sent out to investigate. I'm here to find out what you guys know.
Oh, well, we got a call last night, probably around 1:32 in the morning, something like that, of some tempers flaring up a little bit over there at the Oblivion. I sent a couple deputies out to take care of the problem. They kept on talking about other individuals. I didn't get any names. I got barely any cooperation from anybody there, but we did grab a John Doe who had passed out just a little bit outside down the street. Just was mumbling a bunch of garbage. Pretty angry and upset, but pulled him in last night. Got him in there for some disorderly conduct, you know.
I'm going to need to talk to that individual, and I'm going to need any reports that you have regarding all individuals involved and the deputies that were sent. Have them talk.
Do me a favor, Captain. Do me a favor. I want you to make a manipulation roll for me, please.
All right.
It's a thing?
It's a
Again,
thing. Yeah.
Kaplan is recording everything.
You've never stopped recording.
We just pause recording when everyone's back in the APC.
Oh, look at that. A success. All right, Captain. Look, we can get you as much information as we have. So you want to speak to this John Doe here? I mean, we do have a mugshot that we got of him last night. If you want to take a look at that first.
Yeah, let me see the mugshot and give all the information reports over to Mason.
Okay. All right. So you guys are escorted back into what is considered the bullpen. It's basically like where their main offices are for the marshal station. So if you got anybody who's coming in, if you guys want to come into that area, I think Mason is going with Silva at this point. He takes you over to one of these computer desks and he starts to type some things and pulls up this image. And immediately you recognize the image as one of the AWOLs that you received the image of. It looks like a Reese. Obviously a very drunk Reese that looks looks like he's been out of control a little bit. And
I turn to the sheriff and I say, I'm going to need to speak to that man in a room, and I'm going to need cameras off.
Sure. I mean, yeah, we can take the cameras off. He kind of hollers up to his receptionist. He's like, Olga, we need cameras for cell block 4 disengaged. And she's like, right away, sir. Just gets it, takes care of it. Stops what she was, so whatever report she was typing in, and takes care of it. Sure, you guys have at it. You're more than welcome to head on in. He's in cell 4.
I turn to Mason and I tell him to, when we get to the entrance over here, I tell him to watch the entrance, no one in or out.
Shall I come in the hallway with you and stand at the door?
I'll leave it up to you. All I say is no one in or out.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
How about the rest of you? What are you doing at this point?
Z is outside the door like he was told with the other 2 privates, patrolling the ground, keeping an eye out for anything weird, otherwise just holding the post.
So is Dante with Z and Hammer at the door?
Yes.
Z, you notice that Dante reaches up and kind of like does this.
Yeah.
And then just spits up this massive loogie and just down on the ground ahead of you.
Dang it, man. Are you sick or is that normal for you?
Hey, listen, cut me some slack, okay?
It's just asking a question to make sure my other Marines are in good fighting condition.
I feel fantastic.
So you're not sick.
I'm not sick. Just got something in my throat.
Dang it, man. I want to keep an eye on you.
Hammer kind of looks at Dante and is like, you need to lay off that shit.
Oh, I see. Some of that stuff, huh?
Hey, don't
All
judge,
right.
don't judge me.
I wasn't judging, just making an observation.
She just like kind of shrugs and looks over to the other side, just kind of scanning the area a little bit.
Hey, look, whatever you do to relax and keep your mind right while we're on these missions is your own business, but you got to keep yourself in good fighting condition. And if you're going a little sideways on us, I'd appreciate if you gave us a warning, because I don't like to have to drag you along or cover for you. You better keep yourself together.
Dante looks at you and she's like, "Listen here, Zim.
It's
I don't...
Zhimyevsky.
Zhimyevsky. Listen, I can handle myself. I don't need you dragging me around anywhere."
All right, just keep those lungs working. Keep your eyes open, your lungs working. That's all we need. We're gonna be good friends here.
And the Hammer's like, "Yeah, definitely keep those lungs working." You see him kind of pull something out of his pocket. Looks like a mini syringe. And he's trying to be like secretive about it, but you can see what he's doing. And he takes it and he kind of like jabs it into his forearm, and you see him go, yeah, Dante, keep those lungs working.
Z is obviously disgusted at this, and he's like losing. He's like, man, we are on patrol. You are a Marine. We are watching this door. You can't be getting high while we are on patrol. There's all kinds of crazy stuff out here. What in the crappity crap are you thinking?
Hey, I got a secret for you, buddy. I'm always high.
Well, one day you're going to run out of that stuff and you're going to get real sick, and then we're going to have a problem. And one of us might just have to put you down.
Is that a threat?
Nah. We got to keep our people safe. I don't want you freaking out on me.
Well, I tell you what, you'll see me freaking out if I don't have any. So it's best that I keep this stuff close by.
I'm going to keep a real close eye on you.
I'm right here.
Hey, Chaplain, you got an eye on all that.
Buzzing in the command center.
Yeah. We got to keep an eye on his vitals, 'cause, man, he's gonna fall out.
Chaplain, you can see his vitals have like increased. Like his blood pressure has gone up. Like his heart rate has gone up since this has taken place. He's juicing.
Yeah.
Make sure to take that little chunk, save that little section of the recording of drug use, threat of murder.
This is great. Yeah. I don't even have to throw any bad guys at you guys. I mean, you guys are just gonna make the drama yourself.
We're already there.
That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't so much threat of murder; it was defense against the dark arts.
Yeah, that's it. I like
Yeah.
This week on the real lives of colonial Marines.
Right.
So that takes place, and Chaplain is kind of recording.
I can't hear
I'm
you.
sorry, we can't hear you. You're still.
It's really muffled.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah, it's really.
still going back.
Yeah, it's going back and forth, in and out. Like we can't.
I'm gonna change and see if I can go to a different server.
Whatever you just did changed a little bit.
Yeah.
If you did
Right,
anything.
I'll change it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Was there anything, Iona? Was there anything that you were doing as Chaplain seems to be cutting and pasting videos and filing them away in the storage unit of the APC computers?
Do you eat? I think I've got some popcorn back here, man, but I don't know where it is. Do you even eat popcorn?
No.
No, didn't think so. Sorry, no offense. Okay. Don't tell the others. They don't like it when the crumbs get on the keyboards, man.
No, I just have to ensure and basically is going to take all the other videos and sort of stick those over into a corner and pull everything on Captain Silva.
Oh, you're gonna
As
start
you're
like
walking down the hallway, is just make sure I get
you're checking
Can
like
we take
Captain
cameras
Silva's
on?
files and stuff.
like pulling up to see,
Oh,
because again
yeah.
we can hear what's audio and visual. I know he's going in. I know he's looking at. This is Reese.
Yeah. Okay, perfect.
I don't know if this is something that can be done remotely or not. Can we access the marshal's systems remotely, or is that something I would have to do from inside the building?
I would say you can make an attempt to do it remotely. It will just make it more difficult.
Okay.
So you would need to make a Comtech roll, but it's going to have a -2 modification on it.
Okay. So Chaplin's got that pulled up, and it basically watching him go down the hallway and talk to Mason.
Okay.
He's going to try to pull up the.
So you got the chaplain, the synthetic, and the APC doing some computer hacking while you guys are doing all this.
-2?
-2, yep, because you're trying to do it wirelessly. It's a lot easier when you can plug up. Whoa, still got the success. Look at that. So you do hack into the computer systems of the Marshal's station. Is there anything exactly, what is it that you are looking for, Chaplain?
Do they have any records on this individual that they've got in there? Any medical information?
On Reese?
Yes, on this prisoner in cell block 4.
Honestly, they don't even have his name. All they have is a mugshot of him barely conscious. He was basically drug in here after obviously a lot to drink and probably a fight and then a scuffle and then, almost passing out outside in the cold snow. So they don't really have any information other than that he's about this age. They have his name as John Doe in the system.
Fair enough.
So far, only Silva has made that connection that and kind of communicated to you guys that, yeah, this is one of the guys we're looking for, but the marshals don't know that.
And so, yeah, I shouldn't say Reese because all we heard is Captain's just, no, I got to talk to him right now. You guys can't be a part of it.
Yeah.
That's where
Can
Chaplin's
you get rid
coming
of a
from.
parking ticket I got last month?
Please, not at the moment. We are in the midst of things.
Alright, just put a pin in that.
You do see that there is another individual currently in custody at the Marshal Station. Listed as the name of Ivan Stalls. Apparently has been here relatively recently and is currently being interrogated.
And then Chaplin will just pass that along to Iona, being in the ruins. Here, if you look at this, there's another individual there currently being interrogated. Captain was not made aware of this.
Captain, we got another person there. Just so you know, not sure what his presence doing there is, but just in case.
Copy that. Where are they located?
In the interrogation room, I believe. According to this map here, it's pretty south of the bullpen, just there.
Copy
So-
that. I then go on a direct link with Chaplin, and I go, Chap, make sure you record this. I think this is Reese. Also, try and hack their system. I don't know you've hacked it already, so I'm just going, try and hack their system and get any files you can find and strip them off. Make sure they can't recover anything. And then after that, I go comms open to everybody, and I say, all right, everybody, be alert. We might have found one. Just keep your eyes open. and just be ready. At that point, I would turn to Mason and go, Mason, I need you out in the hall guarding this door. There's apparently someone else being interrogated. If you see them trying to leave, alert the people outside to pick them up.
You got it. I'll be out there.
All right. Mason moves out of the door of the chamber, leaving the door open.
Yep. Door's open.
Captain Silva makes their way down the hallway, approaching cell 4. You can see that it's much like a jail cell. Kind of has the the metal bars going across it. It does have like higher technology locks on these individual areas, but you can see that as you approach, this is a dimly lit section where there's these 6 jail cells, and lying on the cot in cell number 4, you see that there is an individual, male individual, is laying on their stomach in the bed, and is just looks like they're just white tea, passed out, face down on the bed.
So would I be able to talk to this person without going in the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
At first, I just walk up to the gated door and I just observe the room, looking to see if there's anything in there.
Perfect. Go ahead and make an observation roll for me, please. Very good. Success. You notice as you walk up and you start to just scan the room first. It's darker towards the back of the room, but you can still see as some of the light starting to seep in from the hallway. There is what looks to be dried blood on the floor.
Gotcha. Anything else, or is that it?
That's really all you see. I mean, it's a very simple,
Okay.
It has a little, head in there with a little cot. That's pretty much all they have in there.
I then, with my steel toe boots, just kick the bars to make a loud bang
Okay.
to try to wake them up.
You got it. So Silva, this massive kick. Completely unresponsive. Doesn't budge.
I then take my weapon and I just brush it across to make like a ding 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 rattling sound.
All the way back down across. No response.
I just give a shout. I just go, "Hey, you there? Wake up!"
Still no response.
At this point, I just look down the hall just to see where Mason's at.
Yep.
And then do I have the ability to open the door, or do I have to call someone in?
Yeah, basically, I think when you guys said that you were coming to cell 4 to talk to this guy, they would have a computer unlocked this door. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I look back just to take a look at Mason, make sure he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just open the door,
Okay.
take a step in, and then just slowly, and then I take my pulse rifle, slide it around my back,
Okay.
and I put my hand on my pistol, unclip it, and just unholster it, and just have it down by my side. And I'm just leading with my left hand.
Okay.
And I just kind of push him once real quick and jump back.
Okay. So are you like trying to like push him off the bed, or just push him, just
Just push him, like kind of jerk to wake up type thing.
You go in and you push him to like jerk him. He just kind of moves with the pressure of you pushing him, and as you back up, doesn't budge. And when you felt and you put your hand on him, he felt very cold.
At this point, I just get on the comms with Chaplain. I go, "Are you getting this?" Just to make sure that, because I'm just sitting there, I'm by myself, and I'm just doing a reassuring myself that I'm okay, and just wanted to talk to someone, so I just asked Chaplain, "Are you getting this?"
And I'm still seeing, and I can see all this, right?
Yeah.
Looking at this, given Chaplin's profession, would I have a pretty good idea, given the response?
Yeah, given your profession, he's either really, really bad passed out, or he's no longer with us.
Then I would like permission to come inside to examine this individual. He is either heavily sedated. He really got seduced during that fight.
That's the episode title, Heavily Seduced. I love it. I love it.
Or he is deceased.
Copy that. Come in and make sure Dante stands by the APC, and that just make sure that someone's with the APC with Iona, and then I just tell you, just come on in as soon as you have everything you need to come in and do your thing.
Yes, Captain. And Chaplain will look at Iona. I am sending Dante to assist you. I am needed within for a medical examination.
Should I look at the screens?
Yes, please monitor the screens and ensure that the recordings continue.
All right.
And then Chaplin's gonna grab everything he needs, strap his med kit on, go out look at Dante. Captain would like you to maintain position within the APC and aid Iona. I am required inside for medical examination.
Whatever.
I'm gonna stare at them until they go to the APC.
Yeah, they like stare at you for a moment and then start going to the APC.
Then we'll continue on in.
All right. Very cool. So you guys make your way in. You can move your token to where you want to position it.
Is there like a party going on the APC? Everyone's like eating snacks and shooting up.
That's what it is.
that-
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All right.
That's exactly it. So our warrant officer chaplain makes his way down the hallway towards Captain Silva, who is just waiting outside of cell 4 as your warrant officer approaches.
He's coming and got the pack strapped across.
So I look at Chaplain and I just go, get in there, check him out, give me a quick status update, and then I'm going to head out with Mason, to Mason, and then try and find some information about what's going on in that interrogation room.
So Chaplain will take a quick second and just to give Captain the quick response, just come over real quick, check for a pulse.
Okay. You reach to check for a pulse. You don't feel a pulse. And actually, when you remove your hand from like the neck area where you touched, your hand is covered in blood.
Captain's just going to look at the captain and just hold his hand up. Deceased. If you would like, feel free to speak with the marshals and obtain what information you need. I will spend a little time and determine cause of death and exactly what happened here.
Copy
Wouldn't
that.
they have the COD on video? When the marshal have it on video?
Which part? Because I know we told them to turn off the cameras. And then you're talking about during the night?
Yeah, if the video was on when he was alone, maybe we could see how he died.
We're still not hearing you that clearly.
To
See how he died
better.
from the marshal
Yeah.
video.
Yeah, I think you just need to be kind of close to your camera for us to be able to hear you. Yeah.
So I tell him to get all the information. I tell Chaplain to get all the information you can. And we don't need to take the bodies with us, right? It was just identify, confirm their identity, and then confirm if they talk to anyone else, right? So we don't have to worry about taking the body.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that you wouldn't have to take them if they're dead. Plus, you've got video of them and
Okay.
evidence that they have been deceased. So,
Would Chaplain have been successful in pulling and then deleting the records from their system as Captain had requested?
with that check that you rolled a success on, yes, I'll allow that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So Chaplain has all of that data recorded on his records, not in the APC.
Got it. Gotcha.
Perfect.
Okay, so you guys are both exiting the holding cell area, is that correct?
I'm exiting, and then Chaplain was doing whatever he needed to before.
Captain Silva, I want you to stop right where you're at. Gunnery Sergeant Mason, don't move yet. Because something is going to happen as Silva approaches this door. All of a sudden, something hits your shoulder. As if, like, something fell and, like, splattered on your shoulder. Like a wad of slime.
I throw my hand back and just grab it and just kind of look at it.
Oh, as you take your hand off, it's like mucusy goo, like attached like to your hand, and it looks like it's like pulling these strands as you kind of pull it off.
I just kind of look at it and I just go, Chaplain, get over here. And then I just kind of look up to see where it came from.
Okay. As you look up, you see attached to the ceiling is this dripping, fleshy sack that pulses and writhes above your head. And then all of a sudden, it splits open and spews this liquid. It kind of comes down on top of your shoulder and helmet and all your clothing. And this mass, like, just slips out of this cocoon and slams onto the floor next to you. And you see something kind of starting to take form as it flops up onto its legs. And you see ahead of you this black biomechanical beast kind of unfurls, slowly raising its elongated head. It leers at you, almost seeming to mock you in your feeble existence. The thing's mouth slobbers as ebon lips peel back. It's got metal teeth inside its mouth. Its spiked, curled tail, pronounced ribs, protruding back tubes, and eyeless face denote it is something inhuman, unnatural, something alien. And that's where we're going to end this episode of Destroyer of Worlds.
Gosh.
Wow.